So I've been struggling to get out of bed this morning, like for months, literally. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more lazier than I expected, like way more lazier than last year. Because remember last year I was extremely like disciplined, always like get up always in the morning. I'd always like wake up at 5:40 a.m. or wake up at 7 every now and then. And I guess now I've been slacking off a lot more. Like I've been just struggling to get out of bed every single morning, and I've just been feeling a little bit groggy, and I just don't ever feel like doing the work. And there's often times I often like train legs like once a week, or I'd often be training back once a week. And I'm in this huge like PPL, like my workout splits like PPL, push pull legs. And recently one of the things I've been struggling is just trying to get out of bed and be more disciplined in doing the work. And you have to understand that we've been lied to by these self-help gurus. These self-help gurus, they often tell us that, oh yeah, willpower is limited, and that you should often rely on motivation and not on discipline, because discipline can be a bad thing. Oh yeah, discipline is a slight dose, or that discipline is limited. And bro, when people say that, it's a fucking excuse, bro. Like it's a fucking excuse. And I was literally like this like a few weeks ago, because I used to often say that like a few months ago, like around the time when I literally ended up struggling getting out of the bed. And it's a fucking excuse. Like, so around the time when I started to believe that willpower is limited and that discipline is a slight dose, that is what literally led me to becoming more lazier. And I often believe that these self-help gurus, when they often tell us that, oh yeah, willpower is limited, oh yeah, discipline is a slight dose, are they really in good shape in the first place? Like, they look skinny as fuck if you just look at them, right? They look lazy. Like, can you even tell like by their physique? I'm sorry, but like, can you tell by their physique, like, are they really in good shape? No, they're not, right? They're just like, I don't know, skinny fat, right? And you can prove to me wrong that, you can use motivation and stuff like that. Like, if you think that willpower is limited, if you think that willpower is limited and that discipline could be bad, then okay, prove it to me wrong. Tell me what's wrong with being disciplined and having unlimited willpower. And yeah, I guess we're supposed to enjoy life, but life isn't always about fun, dude. Life isn't always about fun. Think about how your fucking parents would always make food for you every single time, and how much they have to sacrifice and work days and days and days and days to provide for you. Like, don't fucking bullshit yourself. Like, they sacrifice everything else for you, and what the fuck are you doing in return? You literally do nothing. You're just being a lazy little bum. And that's what I was. And that's why I fucking hate what these self-help gurus often tell us, that, oh yeah, you should focus on the process, not on the outcome, or that, oh yeah, it's a journey, not the destination. Oh, you shouldn't focus on willpower. Like, bro, it's possible to have unlimited willpower. I don't give a fuck what you want to say. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but I think there's literally unlimited willpower, and I believe that. Like, dude, there's often times I often have video games installed on my PC, and I sometimes don't even touch them. Sometimes I would touch them, but that's just my choice, and I'm very conscious of it. But I believe that motivation, like, it's not that it's crap, or it's not that it's a myth. It's just like, it's not gonna always work all the time. It's like a temporary feeling that you're gonna always have, and discipline is the only thing that's always gonna get you going. Like, there's often times I don't even enjoy going to the gym every now and then. There's often times I don't feel like waking up and getting up early in the morning. There's often times I don't even want to hop on a cold shower. There's often times that I don't always want to, maybe even record this video. There's times I don't feel like recording this video. But as long as, because let's be honest, when you're disciplined, you're basically willing to commit to a long term. And you often see that these people, they often tell us that, oh yeah, that's good that you're not disciplined enough. That's ever going to sacrifice your whole happiness. Is going to lead up to ending up to a divorce or a health problem. But I thought that's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, because we're gonna know what's going on. We're literally aware of what's going on, because willpower is literally equivalent to the conscious mind. And that's what most of these self-help gurus, they often tell us, because like they often say that, oh yeah, willpower is limited. Like, dude, you can have unlimited amount of willpower. If you think about how David Goggins or Jocko Willink or Alex Hormozy, like, I think they actually do it. They literally have like unlimited willpower, and they're very disciplined, and they know what they're doing. So you have to understand, like, willpower is essential. Like, and don't listen to this whole bullshit that, oh yeah, you need an environmental design. Like, yeah, that's a perk. I think that's like a treat, I think, when it comes to environments and motivation. They're like small little treats, but you often need willpower, and you also need discipline, and you also have to resist to everything that's literally around us, especially when you see a guy literally like smoking in the streets, or like when you even see like a piece of junk food that's literally in front of you when you're actually out of town, or when you're literally trying to go eat out, right? When you're with a social event, like, that's a different story. You can do that. But when you're like alone, then just, you need to resist it at all costs. And that's what I wish I could have learned, because that's what, self-help gurus are sometimes lazy people sometimes, right? They often think that they have like these huge like rose tinted glasses, and that life is about to be like all fun and playful, or rainbows and sunshines and butterflies, like it's paradise, like it's heaven. And it's a fucking lie, bro. Like, don't listen to them. And the reason they often say that's because they already accomplished it. They made like fucking millions and millions of dollars, and they're making it off of passive income, right? They're fucking lying. because you have to listen to them when they first started their own careers, not to the careers where they are right now. You can't compete with these people because, you know, they're already rich, they're already successful, they be making millions right now. And when they first started their own like career, they weren't making millions, right? And they were also like disciplined like us. They were literally having a lot of willpower and discipline and all that grit like us. So, and what I'm trying to say, like, when you're being disciplined, you know, being disciplined isn't always just doing the hard things when you don't feel like it. It's just doing the things when you don't feel like doing it. So you have to understand, like, just do it. And later on, it's going to later compound. And later on, like, the motivation, you'll earn it. Motivation has to be earned sometimes. And it always comes out with discipline. You always have to be disciplined. Like, don't take discipline, don't take willpower, don't take any of that stuff for granted, because they're really good virtue for the goals that you really want to strive for and the goals that you really want to achieve. So understand that, like, if you really want to get the life that you want, there's going to be so many things that you're not going to always enjoy doing in order to get to that goal. It's normal. It's fine. Don't listen to these people that say that, oh yeah, you should focus on the journey, not the destination, or that, oh yeah, like, there's going to be points where it's going to sacrifice your happiness. I don't think so. Like, sometimes when you actually get the result, like, you'll be happy in the long run. You literally just do a thing when you don't feel like it. And when you do the thing, when you solve the problem, that could also lead to happiness. Sometimes, you know, solving problems could also lead to happiness. If you're having literally problems with your health, if you're literally having problems with whatever you're doing, make it useful. Make it as if it's something that's really going to be useful for in the long run. Like, I remember, like, you know, I often get pressure that I should always do math, and I often do believe that math is just pointless and it's bullshit, honestly, right? And I normally wouldn't, like, I would struggle with it because with discipline when it comes to that, because I don't see anything that would serve me in the long run. I don't think it's if it's ever going to serve me with anything in life. So it has to be something that has to serve us in the long run, that really plays a crucial role to the goals that we actually want to set, right? So that's why when it comes to discipline, you also have to think a little bit long term, and also think 10 years ahead of these things that we're actually learning, and I think these things that we have to be disciplined and these things that we have to have a lot of willpower for. We have to figure out if it's going to ever serve us in the long run as well. So if it's ever going to really serve us in any other aspect of life, whether if it has to be meditation, journaling, even going to the gym. Like, for an example, when it comes to going to the gym, right? It's like, there's sometimes you don't feel like going to the gym, but the more consistent you are every single day, the more, like, later on your future self will thank you for it. So do that. And it requires discipline when it comes to these things. And don't listen to these people that say that, oh yeah, don't focus on willpower, and the willpower is limited and that discipline is useless and discipline can lead to terrible problems. Like, I doubt it. As long as you have more control in your life and not have any, like, these cruel bosses, like, trying to control us, then we could actually do very well and actually use discipline and wield discipline and willpower very well. So it's possible to have unlimited willpower, but as long as you have control, as long as we have control in our lives, and as long as people aren't really controlling us with our lives, as long as we have control, then we can do it just fine. And I think that's something that we all need to have, is self-control. And as we have to control ourselves without the external forces, and all we have to focus is what is within our own control and the things that it is within our own control. And having the willpower and discipline, it's always essential. And if you ever feel like you ever wanted to just relapse or do something bad, just picture your goals. Always have a vision board in front of you, and that's always going to help you. So always do that. And if you ever just want to stick around and just be in this channel a lot more, then you can feel free to leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.